Alright guys, welcome back to Deep Junk Garage. I'm your host, Regular Bob. Today we're going to talk about this Ford here. We're going to tackle a quick makeover on it. This is a Matchbox. It's a 56 Ford F100. It has the Moon Equipment Speed Shop logo on the side. And for that reason, I'm not going to change the color on this. I'm not going to repaint it. The yellow that's on it, it leaves a little bit to be desired. The paint's a little thin on the front of these rear fenders. Up under the bedside by the bed rail, it's a little thin there. Yellow is yellow. It's very hard to get it to look right, and especially in a production deal like the Matchbox has got, I'm sure it's pretty hard. Besides that, it's got green tinted glass in it, which isn't going to hurt us. We're going to stay with yellow, but that would kind of it would be a bad point if you were going to try to paint it any other color, let's say. But other than that, it's not too many downfalls of the truck. It's a neat truck. 53, 4, 5, and 6. The Fords, they were all good-looking trucks. They're very popular. This one came in a 5-pack. I'm sure that they've come in separate also. But so to do a quick makeover on it, I wanted to show you. I've already drilled the posts on this one, and right there is a good plus. That grill is a separate piece. You can black out the radiator support in here and your post, and do the grill in white. A lot of the trucks have white painted parts instead of chrome. Do the bumpers in white. You can chrome them with your chrome pen and the bumpers, whatever you wish to do, body color it. But it leaves a lot to open for you to figure out what you want to do with it. Just a standard interior, nothing real big there. Chassis, not a whole lot of detail on it. It's an engine and drive line, no exhaust or anything. Then the body, like I said, that body, the yellow leaves a little bit to be desired, but the only thing I see is like maybe that in the tailgate, the Ford lettering, the O is not so, the O is prominent, the rest of the letters are not. They're kind of buried in the yellow, so that might be a trick to pick those letters out and detail them. You get your tail lights in the back and stuff be detailed. Probably you got that much of the floor that's in yellow, the bed floor. Probably black that out and paint our bed floor in here black also. And you get the stance I'm looking for. We'll pop that axle out of there and go ahead and lay a couple strips of styrene in and see how far it drops the truck. Once we get the look we're looking for there, then we can notch out those towers right there to get it to set right. Other than that, it is a cool model with the Moon Equipment Speed Shop stuff on it. And to do a quick makeover, that's about all we'll do. No fancy paint jobs, no $1,000,000 wheels on this one. Alright, working with the 56 Ford here chassis, I decided I am going to change wheels on this, and I'm going to use these. Their regular Matchbox wheel, that sport wheel or mag or whatever you want to call it. The only thing is these were from the 75 Caprice that I did, the red car, and it is much more narrow chassis wise than the truck. So I'm going to do what I did with our Corvette in the last video. Was I'm going to use the axles from our truck with the new wheels, and they'll be wide enough to fit the chassis. The chassis itself, I'm going to go ahead and wash it up, soap and water, and get any oils off of it. Then we'll black it out. I'm going to mask off the bumpers. Bumpers will be done in chrome. We can deal with any kind of detail underneath. Then I did take the those inner pieces off, those wheel or backings, whatever you want to call them. I did take them off the front because I am going to drop the front a little bit, and I can do that after it's painted because I'm laying strip styrene in there. It's nothing that's going to affect the finish that I put on the base. So I can go ahead and clean it, mask up the bumpers, get it painted, and change some axles, and then get ready to drop a little styrene in, and I'll mock it up each time until I get the desired drop in the nose. Alrighty, got the chassis back from paint. Bumpers were masked off. I have the rear wheels in place, and the front we are laying down some strip styrene in there, and I will just do that one little piece at a time, glue it in place, mock up the car, or the truck I should say, mock it up, see if I got the right drop. If I don't, add a little bit more. Real easy to mock up, real easy to put in there. It's easy to cut. That's my method of lowering. And then next we'll be on to the interior piece. We're going to paint that bed floor black, add a little detail inside the cab, black out that radiator support and the post up front, and we'll get that yellow piece down on the bed that is the top of our post. We'll get that done too. Should be looking good in no time. And there's our Ford all mocked up at ride height. It's not very noticeable. It's just a little bit lower in the front, which is what I want. I don't want the front end slammed to the street. I just wanted to give it a little bit of a forward look, and I'm liking that. I like that a lot. Alright guys, our Ford F100 shop truck is done. This is our Moon Equipment speed shop truck, and it's only because of that logo that this truck still wears the yellow paint that's on it. Matchbox 56 Ford F100, that is the paint and the logo from the factory. I'm less than impressed with the yellow paint. I mean, I know they shove them out in massive doses, but yeah, the paint on the bedside up at the rails is thin, the rear fenders, the fronts are thin, the doors around the window openings are, it's thin there. But I wanted to keep that logo on it and just do a little makeover on it as a shop truck. And blacked out the chassis, which also blacked out our running boards. Dropped it in the front. We're using the mag, what you want to call that, like a mag style kind of wheel from our 75 Caprice, and changed them over to our wider, longer axles from the truck. Got some chrome work on the front, our bumper, and the grill. Blacked out the radiator support behind it. I know that now, after doing these bumpers as long as they are, one piece long, it's like when I do the rocker panels, I'm going to use the bare metal foil from now on. Those bumpers on this one leave a little bit to be desired. But, we got our grill chromed, some headlight and turn signal stuff in there. The chrome on the hood, that emblem on each side of the hood. The door handles are our gas cap. And then around the back side, the rear bumper and our tail light trim back there. The forward lettering on the tailgate leaves a little bit to be desired back there. The only prominent letters, the O, F, R, and D, are buried in the yellow paint, and it'd be very hard to pick those out to detail them, so I didn't even bother. Like I said, the bumper and our tail lights done back there. Did the bed floor in black that out, and in the back there where that yellow piece was under our post, just basic black underneath, and there it is. Good little shop truck. Not the best paint, not the best looking truck or car or truck to come out of deep junk, but it looks good. It looked good enough as a shop truck, I guess, and it was a neat, fun thing to do, and it took 2 days, and I wasn't even rushing it. Sat down for a little bit, do a little work, walk away, come back, and sit down again. So, like I said, I'd much rather do these than watch television any day. It was a something good to have fun with. So that's going to do it for now. I want to thank everyone who's watching, who's tuning in. Thanks to the subscribers. Again, thanks everybody for the well wishes on my back after the surgery. It's coming along slow, but I'm getting there. If you hadn't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe. I appreciate, like I said, I thank everyone for checking in and seeing what we're doing. More to come here. Got a lineup of cars all ready to go, and more coming in, so there'll be more muscle cars, trucks, some European sports cars. There'll be all kind of different stuff. So hey, thanks a lot, guys. I will see you in the next one.